Even as technology evolves, there is one thing that is never going to go out of style, and that is a good notebook. No matter what grade you were in, school you were in, you are always going to need a notebook to write on. So why not create your own? In fact, why not turn it into a business? In this video, I'm going to show you how I got this. And yes, I made it right here in my living room. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Gift Guru. I am Gigi, the Gift Guru. If you are new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Now, I am starting off with a new business. This is going to be a branch off of Gift Guru. Gift Guru is all about taking care of yourself, taking care of others through personalized items. So the first step to taking care of yourself, though, is taking care of yourself up here, mentally and emotionally. So why not create a journal for y'all, just to write your notes, sketch a design out, or write a simple rap, a poem, anything. This right here is going to show you how to make your journal at home if you want to, and make it into a business. So the first thing we're going to start off with is some of the tools and stuff that I use. The first thing you're going to need, of course, if you're making a notebook, you're going to need lined paper. Now, I personally, and I'm sorry about the lighting, I personally printed this one out on my own printer in the back here. If you do make this into a business and it blooms and blossoms and you get so many orders, what I recommend is you outsource at least this part of it, because this part is extremely tedious, guys. I have made at least 10 notebooks already, and you do not want to just sit by the printer and wait till the content prints out. One, it takes up so much ink, so much time that you can be doing other things. So if you do create a business out of notebooks, outsource this. This is what I'm going to do in the future, hopefully. Now, what you also want to print out are your front covers and your back covers. I made these covers myself. I made it through Canva. This one is one of my favorites. It says Ready, Set, Goals. Guys, come on now. This was the simplest design that I made, and it was just like, mwah, beautiful, if I can say so myself. Canva, no, this is not sponsored, by the way, so don't get in my comments with that. Canva is one of the best tools that I have ever had in a business. It helps me with all my thumbnails, all my designs, and it can help you with your front cover and your back cover. So all the stuff that I'm mentioning right now, of course, you know me, is going to be in the description box below, so don't worry about that. Now, what I like to do, the front cover and back cover is actually photo paper, but I like to laminate it just to give it that extra touch, that extra toughness that you're going to need for a notebook. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, the laminator, I'm going to just show a little picture of it here, just right here, and it's going to be down in the description box along with the laminating pouches. So I'm about to just put mine in a laminated pouch. I already have my laminator itself warmed up already, so we won't have to wait for that. Something is on this. Okay, there we go. So I'm about to just put the front cover real quick in the laminating pouch. I do like this laminating pouch that I have right now. It does have a smell to it, so if you do go and buy the one that I have right now, that's going to be in the description box, I just want to let you know, you can smell it when it heats up. It's not like a serious burning smell, but it is a certain smell to it. Ladies, if you ever had a weave and you straighten that weave or you straighten your hair, it smells kind of like that, honestly. So I'm just putting it in the pouch right now, making sure it's not two pouches. Okay, yeah. So it's in its laminating pouch right now, and I'm about to just feed it through my laminator. Finish. Now I'm going to do the back cover. I'm going to laminate the back cover. Now that I laminated the front cover and back cover, I am going to next punch holes in the paper. So the lined paper. So let's go to it. Okay, I brought y'all a little bit down to see the machinery of what it takes to actually punch the holes in the paper. So I have my lined paper here that I printed out already. I like to print out on 32-pound paper because it's just thicker than your regular printing paper. Also, it helps with the bleeding through the paper. And I also have my handy dandy hole puncher, and it actually creates the spiral notebooks. I'm just going to tilt it up. Like I said, all of this stuff that I am using is going to be in the description box below, so don't worry about that. And what I also have too is the spiral part of the notebook, and that's what it looks like right here. I'm going to use a black one. I also have a silver one, but they come in all different types of colors. So I'm going to use this black one. So I'm just going to first show you how to punch the holes in the book. What I like to do though is put the spiral on the side of the machine already so it could just be set up. So I'm just going to do that real quickly. And it just goes right there, just hangs off the side. You can see it, yep, right here. Now I'm just going to release the lever like this. Just want to make sure all the things are punched in already. I'm going to take a little bit of my lined paper because it can't punch through this whole stack of paper. I'm using 60 pieces of paper back and front. That's 120 pages for the notebook. It can't punch through all of that. So I take section by section. I line it up. Oh, sorry guys, I can't see. Okay, there we go. I line it up with the back of the machine and this little board right here. So make sure everything is lined up properly. All the things are punched in because they do come out. See, hear that little click? That's it coming out. Punch them all back in. Pull the lever down. Ooh, shaking. Sorry guys about the shaking. Pull it back up. And the holes are punched. Now to get the holes punched on the other side, this actually slides out. You want to level it up with the back of the machine again and the back of this little board. But before you push down, what you want to do, there is this little clip right here. It clips into one of the holes so that the paper doesn't slide while you're pushing the lever down. So I'm just gonna level it back up. There we go. Push it down so it clicks into place. Also, don't press down yet now. What you want to do, because if you press down, you're going to punch a hole at the edge of the paper and it's going to ruin the sheets. So I figured out I have to pull out number 10, which is, oh, I'm sorry guys, I can't even see. Right here. There we go. Right there. These other two doesn't matter because it's off the paper, but I definitely got to pull out number 10, and that's the only one I got to pull out. So let's make sure all the ones are pushed in, and now we can pull down a lever. Again, sorry for the shaking. Push this back in, pull that back up, and now all the holes are punched. And I'm going to continue this for the rest. One quick thing, guys, that I forgot to mention. What you want to do is actually, instead of putting the paper to the side, you know we already put the spiral on the side of the machine. You can actually just put your paper right there on the spiral. So you're just going to use the little spiral parts and push it through the holes that you made. This makes it easier in the long run after, you know, the first set to actually get all the paper on the rings. So the first one is kind of difficult, and the fact that I'm doing this backwards makes it even more difficult for me because I can't even see. There we go. So just like that. So I'm going to continue doing it, punching the holes and putting it on a spiral. Now, I punched all the holes in my lined paper and I actually put it on the ring already. The next thing that I want to do is actually punch the holes in the front cover and the back cover. But before we even do that, we gotta trim off all this extra laminate. Now for me, I know, for me, I cannot cut straight to save my life. If you can cut straight, put a scissor emoji in the comments. You are like a godsend if you can cut straight, because I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. So what I did buy is this. All of these things, by the way, you can get on Amazon. Amazon is a lifesaver when it comes to anything DIY or anything business. Definitely go to Amazon. So I bought this little cutter trimmer on Amazon. So that's exactly what I'm going to use. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. So I can do it right here on top of the pages. It's okay. It's not going to cut the pages at all. So I just slide it in. I line the edge of the paper up against this little groove right here. There's a little groove. I line it up. Just like that, making sure it's nice. And then I just slide this thing right here and it cuts it off. Cuts off the extra piece. So I'm gonna do that for both the front cover and the back cover. Now that I sliced off the extra laminate, I'm going to punch the holes in the front cover and back cover. So it's facing me, the machine is facing me, and the notebook is facing me. So this is going to be, of course, the front cover. So I'm going to punch the holes along this side of the cover, and I'm going to put it on the ring. Now you want to put the front cover on first, and then you're going to put the back cover. There's a trick with the back cover though, and I'm going to show you. Now with the back cover, one, you want to do it so the printed side is sandwiched with the printed side on the front cover. So you don't want to do it like this, guys. You want to do it like this. Also, what I do to make sure I punch the holes in the right place, I kind of just put it on in the back, flip it over just to see, make sure that it's the way I want it, and this is not the way I want it, so I actually have to flip it. There we go. So I want it where the darker side is up. I kind of mark it with my finger. This is where the hole should be placed. Flip it over, and then I flip it over like this, and then I just slide it into the machine. Perfect, guys. So like I said, you want to sandwich it so that the printed sides are sandwiched together. So just like this. Got it. Now, not only does this thing punch the holes, it clamps it together. So I'm going to take it off the side of the machine. I'm just going to make sure that I didn't miss a hole. Everything is flushed together. Perfect. And this back part is what clamps the spirals together. So depending on the spirals determines the number up here. When you get the machine, you're going to see these little numbers right here. These little dots are actually numbers. Now I got the 1 inch spiral, meaning there's 1 inch between each spiral right here, where I'm like slipping my finger through. That's 1 inch. So I'm gonna put it towards the 1, the little arrow towards the 1. I'm going to line the spiral part up against the back of the machine, and I'm just going to put my hand up against it so it stays. It's not going to clamp my hand, don't worry. I'm going to slowly pull it down. Just like that. And I like to do it at least like 2 to 3 times, honestly. So this part of the book, the notebook, the spiral is clamped down. Now we just got to do that part, which it just causes a shift. I'm just going to shift it down and do the same thing. Again. One time. And I'm sorry for any of the shaking. And there you go. Now, I like to be extra careful. What I like to do to make sure the pages don't slip out, I turn it down one more notch. So I got it on 1 right now. I'm going to turn it down to 7/8, which is a little bit of a tighter ring, or less space, I should really say, in between. So we're going to do the same thing, just like that. Just like that, guys. So I like that. I like the way that looks. Now, there is an extra little piece of wiring right here. Put my hand up against right there. That's falling off of the side, or the top of the book, I should say. This is where you're going to take your wire cutters. Again, Amazon. You're going to want to clip, and I'm just going to put it like this. You're going to want to clip this little extra off. So, just like that. Flip the back cover over, and your book is made. Perfect, right? Now that your book is made, it's ready to be used, to be sold. Anything you like to do with it, go ahead. What I like to do with it, I am definitely a journaler. I suffer from anxiety and depression, so I am the type to write any of my emotions and thoughts out before I really speak it. So journaling really helped me, and I just want to be able to help others. I am so sick of all the negative thoughts, people, and anything else negative in the world. It is time we take our lives back. And part of taking our lives back is taking the power of words back. We were taught that sticks and stones should break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Words hurt. And I'm glad the world is starting to understand that words can damage a person more than any other thing can in their life. Honestly, it can damage your mind, which damages your future. So this is where we start taking the power of words back. If you can't speak how you feel, write it out, draw it out. And here is where I'm going to provide you. Now, what I'm also going to do, since you stayed to the end, I actually came up with motivational cards that I use on a daily basis. They are pocket size, they are wallet size, they are purse size, even a little clutch that you have. Yeah, it can fit in there too. They are free. You heard me right. They are free. For a limited time now, they're going to be free for you to print out and carry with you. I hope that this was detailed enough for you. I'm sorry for any of the shaking or any of the background noise in the background, like this car right here that just honked. I am so sorry, but I hope this was detailed enough. Now, if you want to actually make your own notebook, all the material that I use is going to be down in the description box. Go check it out. But for right now, have a good day, guys. Let's write, let's organize, and let's achieve. Bye.